Good afternoon folks, 21st Century Caveman here. Hope everybody's well, I hope everybody's happy. So, a very brief desktop review really on a new product I've purchased. Now you may recall in recent videos, plastering videos, that I was using this as part of the sponge flow process, and this would be used to create a wet haze on the second coat of plaster prior to sponging up. Bloody thing. Now, if you can imagine that, for a start, this is only a very small bottle. It only holds a limited amount of fluid. But also, if you can imagine that repeatedly pressing this trigger, it can actually hurt your hand after a while. Now, my main hand, I'm right-handed. I do have an RSI type injury anyway, and I found that after repeated use of this, it was actually cramping my hand up. And then, of course, after using it, I had to go and start troweling up. So I decided to, on a bit of self-help really, I got myself along to Screwfix, picked up another product to replace this, and whilst it is an absolutely delightful colour, I won't be using it anymore. So this is a pressure hand pump, let's say from Screwfix, a 5 litre capacity. I'll put the price on the screen. This was very inexpensive, and when you consider the reviews, which are plentiful on the Screwfix website, and they're all very, very positive indeed, then this appears to be something of a bargain. So from now on, this is what I'll be using as part of my sponge floating process. So basically, you push this thing up and down. Once you've got water in there, it creates pressure, and then you release a nozzle or something or other, and it sprays water without having to keep pulling this wretched trigger. So this appears to be made of very, very sturdy plastic. It's got a nice little nozzle on there, look. That'll be a release mechanism, presumably. So presumably you put this around the shoulder or something like that. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? There we go, so that's the label. We have some measuring marks on the rear side here, so it obviously indicates the various measurements. Yeah, that's all right. Put a brochure. Right, so it also appears to have a locking mechanism on the handle. So you obviously push this up and down to increase the pressure within the container. This locks it into place just here, look. Looks as if that goes in there. Give it a push and then lock it into place. Like so. Yeah, okay. Right guys, let's see if this thing works then, shall we? So let's pump up the volume. Yeah, so we're definitely getting a nice little haze on there, look. That's all right, isn't it? Excellent. So if the measurements are important to you, it's about 17 inches high, which is 430 millimeters. Width, about 7 inches, which is 180 millimeters. So actually, once we've got the tape out, let's just find out how long this tube is, shall we? "72 inches is the complete length for this. So from the start of the tube where the container is to the end of the nozzle, which is 1830 millimeters. Whilst I remember, actually, if you press this lock, or pull it rather, it releases the pressure and depressurises it.